Have you ever looked at a map and thought, wait, that can't be right? You're not alone. From upside-down continents to distorted land masses, the world of cartography is filled with surprises. In today's video, we're diving deep into the most confusing maps of the world, the ones that make you question everything you thought you knew about geography. But these maps aren't just visual oddities. They reveal powerful truths about politics, culture, and how we see the world. So grab your mental compass. We're about to turn your perspective on its head. 1. The Mercator projection, the most famous mistake. Let's start with the map you've probably seen your entire life, the Mercator projection. Created by Mercator in 1569, this map was designed for sailors, not students. It preserves direction for navigation, but at a steep cost. The further you move from the equator, the more land masses are stretched. Mind-blowing example: Greenland looks larger than Africa. In reality, Africa is 14 times larger. Lesson: maps are not neutral. The Mercator projection reflects a Eurocentric worldview, placing Europe at the center and exaggerating the size of former colonial powers. Takeaway: always question what the map is for, and who it was made by. 2. The Gall-Peters map, a radical reboot in response to Mercator. The Gall-Peters projection gained attention in the 20th century. Unlike Mercator, it attempts to show the true size of countries. The result? A stretched, squashed-looking map where countries appear taller or thinner, but more proportionate in area. This map sparked controversy. Some accused it of being politically correct cartography, but that was the point. Lesson: the Gall-Peters map exposes global inequality, not in wealth, but in visibility. Takeaway: even maps can be tools for social justice. 3. The upside-down map. Who says north is up? What if north wasn't at the top of the map? Some maps flip the traditional layout, placing south at the top. At first glance, it feels disorienting, maybe even wrong. But why? There's no universal rule that says north must be up. Lesson: orientation on a map is a cultural choice. Europeans made north the top, partly because of early magnetic compasses. Takeaway: the way we see the world is shaped by assumptions we don't even notice. 4. Time zone maps. A patchwork of politics. Time zone maps should be logical, right? Think again. Countries like China span 5 time zones but operate on just one, Beijing time. Meanwhile, India's time zone is offset by a baffling half-hour. Even more confusing. Some places, like Newfoundland, have a 30-minute offset from their neighbors. Lesson: time zones are about politics, not just geography. They reflect national identity and governmental control. Takeaway: every line on the map has a story. If you're enjoying this breakdown of mind-bending maps, make sure to pause for a second and hit that like button. It helps others discover these hidden geographic gems. And if you're fascinated by how maps reflect power and culture, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a journey into the unseen side of world geography. 5. The T&O map, medieval Europe's worldview. Let's go back to the Middle Ages. Imagine a map where Jerusalem is the center of the world, surrounded by 3 landmasses in a perfect circle. That's the T&O map, dividing the world into Asia, Europe, and Africa, with Asia on top. To modern eyes, it looks like fantasy. But in its time, it was a spiritual map more than a navigational one. Lesson: maps are mirrors of the human psyche, not just the physical world. Takeaway: the center of the world is wherever the mapmaker decides. 6. The Cold War and the Dymaxion map. Invented by Buckminster Fuller in 1943, the Dymaxion map unfolds the Earth into a flat icosahedron. The result? A map that doesn't distort land masses or promote one region over another. There's no top or bottom. All continents appear as one connected landmass. It was designed to promote global unity during a time of global division, the Cold War. Lesson: maps can be idealistic visions of a better world. Takeaway: a map's purpose can be philosophical, not just practical. 7. Disputed borders. Cartography and conflict. What happens when a map shows land you believe belongs to you, but someone else claims it too? From Kashmir to the South China Sea, many maps deliberately show contested borders differently depending on who made them. Google Maps, for instance, shows different borders depending on the country you're in. Lesson: in geopolitics, maps are weapons as much as tools. Takeaway: where the lines are drawn can be a matter of war and peace. 8. Fantasy maps, fiction, fun, and philosophy. Think maps are only for real countries. Think again. Fantasy novels, video games, and even theme parks create maps that mirror, and sometimes mock, our own world. From Tolkien's Middle-earth to Westeros in Game of Thrones, these maps shape how we understand fictional worlds. Lesson: fictional maps use real cartographic rules to feel believable, but also critique real-world dynamics. Takeaway: even imaginary worlds reveal truths about the real one. 9. Population maps. Rethinking space. Have you seen a population cartogram? These maps distort geography based on population size, not land area. In some countries like India and Nigeria balloon, while Australia and Canada nearly disappear. Lesson: physical size doesn't equal importance. Maps based on population reveal different global priorities, such as urbanization, development, or demographics. Takeaway: the Earth looks very different when you prioritize people over land. 10. The future of maps. AR and beyond. Today, maps are dynamic, digital, and data-driven. Apps like Google Earth let us zoom into a backyard or fly over the Himalayas. Augmented reality, AR, and AI are creating personalized maps that change in real time. And with tools like heat maps, live tracking, and custom overlays, maps are no longer passive, they're participatory. Lesson: the future of maps is not static. It's interactive, immersive, and customizable. Takeaway: the map of the future will not just show the world, it will show your world. So, what have we learned? Maps are more than lines and labels. They are tools of power, expressions of culture, and reflections of the time in which they were made. Some confuse us, but all of them teach us something. The next time you see a map, don't just look, interpret. Which map surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you learned something new, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever we publish content that challenges your worldview. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.